Welcome to another episode of Chief and Chart. It's your man Don Bucks, and this is brought to you by Rap and Dough. You know, the home of money conversations. We talk about all things Black wealth, the problems, the necessity, as well as the solutions. And with this particular series, we talk about options trading, and that's the solution that I bring to the table. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, also the notification bell if that is one of your things you're trying to learn out here. It's fairly new to our community within the past 10 years. No person that was making under $250,000 a year were able to even know about options trading. So this is a very valuable skill set. And one thing I wanted to talk about is that just popped in my head is on my spirit, chest, whatever y'all want to call it, right? Is the fact that a lot of people, one of the chips on my shoulder is the fact that in the Black community, we have a lack of fatherhood. And that's just various reasons for that, the war on drugs, and all the things that stemmed from that, right? But it's become a norm to not have a father in the house. And I believe that, a lot of the things that's going on, a lot of the negative things that's going on, part of that is because there's not a strong father figure not necessarily in the home, but in the kid's life to any substantial degree, right? Whereas though if there is a outlier, like one of your friends that just so happen to have their parents in their life or their father for this particular situation, it seems like that's ammo for somebody to clown you. Somebody to clown you for having your dad in your life, and that's sad. That is very sad. To put, I mean, for lack of better words, it's sad because how is that something to make fun of somebody about, right? When you think about it, like how twisted is that for someone to think that's something that you can use as ammunition that when you crack it, you cracking on people and whatever you want to call it, y'all might call it playing the dozens. When you cracking on somebody, it's like, how is that an insult? Oh, you got your dad in your family. Oh, you only got that because of your dad. And I get a lot of that because, I mean, for one, my dad wasn't always in my life to the degree he is now, right? But for the second half of my life, he was. So I can say that my dad was in my life for a very impressionable part of my life. But for people to use that, even in adulthood, as a slight against any of your accomplishments is twisted, because that is something that parents are supposed to do. Parents are supposed to support their kids, right? So the gym here, fellas, any fellas listening to this, pardon me, any fellas listening to this, it's a dope thing to stay in your kids' life. You don't necessarily have to be with the shorty. I mean, of course, that'd be in a perfect world, that'd be dope, right? But even if you're not with her, stay in your kid's life. Don't let that be some type of a childhood slight that you carry into your adulthood. But this episode is entitled Super Sour Widow, Managing Your Trade. Of course, Super Sour Widow, because that's what I'm chiefing. But that's the gym. Stay in your kid's life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the adolescent thought process was. Now, if you was tapped in yesterday, you would know what was going to happen today. Because why we do what the chart tell us, not how we feel. So we knew that yesterday If you was tapped in yesterday, you knew that yesterday, now these are daily bars. We're looking at the daily time frame. So each one of these bars represent a whole day of trading. Now we all know there wasn't all buying in one day and it wasn't all selling in one day. But that's all you can see when you're looking at a daily bar. So what you have to do is drop down to get precise. But this is where we look. This is where we start to see, to get our bias as to what we're going to be doing as far as our trading. So we seen yesterday, this bar, this red bar here, that it dropped below this purple bar, which is a support area. It dropped below support. And we all know that once support is broken, it now becomes overhead resistance. And we also know that anything after 3 bars, we need to be side-eyeing or paying attention to it. Because anything after 3 bars, look for a retracement or a move to the other direction. All right. So we see that yesterday it fell below support. So now what I would be looking for, because we know we have downwards momentum according to our MACD, we know that we should be looking for a retracement. So today I was looking for some strength in this weakness because we're going down. So I just need to find a place to get in for the continuation down. So here's that strength we was looking for, right? This is if you're playing the SPY or anything that moves based on the SPY, and that's pretty much the whole stock market. So your stock is probably doing the same thing or something similar. So what I'm using is what the SPY is doing and going to correlate that to the stock that I'm trading. So I know if the SPY is going down, that's going to weigh on the rest of the market. I'm going to be looking for downwards momentum on my stock as well. But if y'all been tapped in, y'all know that the stock that I'm playing is doing the same thing the SPY is doing, but in the opposite direction, because my stock is in opposition to the SPY. So when the SPY is breaking a support, my stock is breaking a resistance going up. So I seen this going down doing this, so I automatically could correlate that my stock is going up. So with the SPY, if you're trading something that's in correlation, that agrees with, it does the same thing the SPY does, you will be looking for this same stuff in your stock. So being that I'm looking for the same thing, but in the opposite, let's look at what happened. Gotta blow my nose, y'all. So here's what happened. So yesterday, which was the 22nd, right here, it was doing what the SPY was doing. The SPY was going down, mine was going up. Right? So I've been playing this stock since I can remember, like, if y'all go back several episodes, y'all know I've been playing this stock. So here is where I initiated one of my plays. This weakness, because it broke through a resistance, but it had a big red bar, but we have upwards momentum, a new high based off of back here, this red bar. This is a new high. So a new upwards high momentum in the MACD with corresponding weakness. You know, if you've been tapped in, that's a momentum divergence. So I'm positioning for calls here on that momentum divergence. The next day, it went down a little bit. I added to the play because it came down. So that means with call contracts, they lose value when the price of the stock comes down. So when it came down, I still had faith in my play because it still had upwards momentum. So this is going to play out. You just have to have time on your contract. So this is why I tell y'all, make sure you have time on your contract. I usually pick 2 weeks out at the max. So 15 days out. Sometimes I play shorter, but it's all based off of what I see and how long I think it's going to, do what it's going to do. But nothing shorter than 4 days. So here I seen a weak bar, but momentum was to the upside. So I positioned for calls. The next day it went down a little bit and I bought another contract. All right. I bought another contract for cheaper than I bought this one because it went down. I bought it about right here. You'll probably be able to see that if I drop down to my trading time frame. Why y'all ain't telling me to drop down? Here we go. So where were we? Took profit here on the day before because I've been playing this stock. Took profit here, waited for weakness, the retracement, because remember, anything more than 3 bars. But I was going to this level anyway. This was my target price, my target right here. So I was taking profit here anyway. 3 bars, profit target, perfect timing. So I took profit, but I waited for it to retrace because 3 bars and it's also outside of the Bollinger Bands. So anything outside of here is going to pull back anyway. So all of that equals a pullback. But I still have faith in this play going to the upside because we have upwards momentum in the MACD. So it dropped down. I said, okay, how far is it going to drop down? I'll go into my relatable time frame, the half an hour. And it dropped down. Let's see, where were we? The 22nd. Here we go right here. So took profit here, dropped down. And actually, when it turned green right here, this is where I got the contract because I figured it was done dropping down. But then it dropped down some more later that day. I was like, dang. But I still had faith because on the 2 hour and the daily, the 2 hour being my trading time frame, and the daily still has upwards momentum in the MACD. So I wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping. So it dropped down and I bought another one. So I ended up with 3 contracts. I pretty much had the whole, I wouldn't suggest y'all do this, but I see what I see and I had faith in the play. So I had my whole account. Y'all notice it's a small account challenge. As a matter of fact, I meant to do this anyway. Let me show y'all. How about that? So boom. Let me show y'all history. So we talking about the 22nd. Hope this don't get too confusing for y'all. Order placed 22nd. So see, here you go. Bought one here for 107. Then bought another one because it dropped down to $1, right? And then look, bought another one because it dropped down to 88 cents. See, that's why I was like, dang, but I still had faith in the play. So I kept averaging in, I bought the first one for 107. Then the second one for $1. So that makes my average price cheaper. Then the third one for 88 cents. So that made it even cheaper. So then when it finally goes up the next day, let me see what the average buy-in price was after doing that. So first it was $1.07. All right, plus a dollar plus 88 divided by 3. So that brought my average buying price all the way down to 98 cents or 98 bucks per contract instead of it being 107. So now when it goes up from a higher distance. It goes up from 98 instead of from 107. That's the benefit of averaging in or averaging down once the stock start going against you a tad. But that takes skill. So then the next day, today, where is it? Yeah, today I sold them. I sold 2 of those contracts for 128 a piece. So the profit on those was 128 minus 98. 128 minus 98. $30. So 30, 60. That was $60 profit. All right. But I let one stay because I still seen it might do what it do, but it went to my target. So I took some profit off the table. Right. I took some profit and risk off of the table and let one run. So then I sold the second one, the last one for $1.37. So it went up another 9 cents, which is $9. So I added $9 more to the play. So this is another so 98, that's another 38 bucks or so profit. So that's 30, 60, 90, something, almost $100 profit on that one play right there. Right. So that's how I turned the 3. It was how much was it altogether? It was almost $300 on the table, almost. And that's how I turned it into 4 something today. Because then after that, what happened? After that, I waited for it to retrace, and let's go back to the chart. So took profit here, waited for it to retrace. And now I'm in it again. I bought another one here because it may come down some more. Let me see the trading time frame where I actually bought it. Support. Yeah, I bought it right here, right where we at. So I bought another. I got back in right here because remember it has to retrace, but it retraced and stopped right here. Maybe we got another bar in us, but where would be the next level it would stop at? Probably right about here if it comes down anymore. Right? Probably come down to here before it bounces again. So what's going to happen is what the daily time frame says, this is what we're positioning for. We're positioning for the later time frame. So where's the next level up? The next level up seems to be here. This seems to be a level because it went up and stopped here. 3 bars, it may retrace. It may retrace, and I believe it is. I believe it's going to retrace back to here to 26 before it goes to 30. So that's what I have now. That's my edge. That's what I see. I have Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't get back into that joint. You know why I didn't? I wanted to. I wanted to. I'm glad we're looking at this. I wanted to get back in that joint. But with Webull, you can only bust moves with um you can only bust moves with settled money. So let me show you that. I used all my settled money busting in and out of those plays today. So I have to wait for some money to settle. But I had 70 something bucks here. I'm still learning this platform, but it allows you to get in and out of stocks without plays without that frequent day trading alert thing that Robinhood has. So I had 70 something bucks here. That's how I was able to bust a different move. So I wanted to get back in there, but it cost too much than the money that I had right here. So what I did was, excuse me, I went to my other stock that I've been watching and playing from time to time, GoPro. Now, GoPro is an inexpensive stock. So, of course, their contracts are going to be inexpensive as well. But this has pretty good volatility that I like, and it follows the SPY. So, as you can see, it's going down just like the SPY. So, here's a momentum divergence again. We see a green bar with downwards momentum. So, here's the 3 bars, and here's the retracement, right? With 3 bars, anything more than 3 bars, look for retracement. 1, 2, 3, boom. Look. This could be 2 bars, but it's one big one. But yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So 3 retracement. So side eye, 3 or more pushes to one direction. Right. Just know that's a sign to, pay attention to what you're doing in your play. So right now we see it broke resistance. Now it's overhead. It broke support. I'm sorry, broke support. Now it's overhead resistance. So I'm looking forward to retrace, and it did. It's retracing here. I went down to my trading time frame, which is the 2 hour, and it retraced, went down, retraced again, but it's bouncing on this level here. So we slide all the way down here. You can find that level somewhere, and look what level it's bouncing off of. Look at that, all the way back here in 2020. It's bouncing on a level. Price has memory. So this level is very insignificant if it's this far back, for one. For two, that's why I know it's going through it. Plus, we have all that downward momentum in the SPY. And the SPY drags everything down or up. So that level that it's sitting on, right, is going to be broken. Because why? We have downwards momentum. That's not a new high, right? It's still kind of equal with the level behind it. So it's still downwards momentum. On the daily, we have downwards momentum. So in our trading time frame, that has to follow suit with what this is going on, what's going on over here in the daily. So here's that retracement we're looking for. So we're looking to position in that strength for the continuation down. So in the 2 hour, we look for how far it's going to go up. You can't get exact position, but you see that it's sitting on a weak ass level from 2020. So we can position in any of this strength. So I position in here for, like, I got it on this second red bar. That's where I got it at. Like right here, this is where I got in. I was positioned for puts right here. and I'm positioning for the daily level down. So the next level down on the daily is what? Where is it? We're here. Where's the next level? The green level, the green dotted line is the level. What's the next obvious level down? The next obvious level down to me would be 446. Right here. So what I did was I got a 2 weeks out, 15-day, $4.50 put. Actually, I got a couple of them. I was trying to get like 10 of them because they're so cheap and the spread is tight. You know how I feel about tight spreads. So the next level down is here, and I'm giving it 15 days to do it. We have the SPY with downward momentum. That's going to weigh this down. We have the momentum divergence, right? The strength and the weakness. We found out where to position at, and we know where the next level down is. All we need is proper time on our contract and patience. And if it shows some more strength, you know what you do when we're doing puts. It shows more strength with this downwards momentum. That is, you can buy more contracts if you believe that because this is what that means. It's going down when it's done with this short-lived strength. All right? It's short-lived because we have this, it says it's going down. Momentum indicator says it's going down. So this strength for a person that doesn't know any better, a person might want to buy that. And then when they buy it, they be like, Dad, why my contract going down? It's because you didn't know what I'm telling you guys now. Downwards momentum with strength is a momentum divergence. You're positioning, you're waiting for the strength to finish. How do you know if the strength is going to finish? You peek into a lower time frame minus the 2 hours. Now that's going to show you these 4 bars. That 1 bar now turns into 4. We're seeing how far this is going to go up before it stops. And then we position, because if it turns red, that means it's probably done. And it's going to continue. That's what we're doing, fam. This is what we're doing. This is why people don't have to rob and steal anymore. This is why you don't have to rob, steal, and kill anymore. If you learn a skill set that you can make money from anywhere, you could teach it to your kids, and they could teach it to their kids. The world would be a better place. But we were taught in school to go get a job. They didn't teach us that our money can make money. What if they taught this instead of, calculus? You don't need calculus to know how to do this and to triple your money. I just showed y'all every day what I'm doing. And the goal is to take this to $1 million. Hopefully y'all following along. I'm taking this account to $1 million on YouTube. Y'all see what I just did with the 100? It's already 450. And I ain't adding nothing to it. It's all gains from what I'm teaching you. So it's Cheef and Chart, man. It's your man Don Bucks. And if you want to learn how to do this, please feel free to hit the description. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. But just for a recap, so y'all know what's going on Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday for Cheef and not Cheef and Chart, for what the chart says Sunday. And CSPY. So I told y'all Monday, this is what the chart says is going to happen. We're going to have a retracement up to a certain level. I'm gonna say, let's go to the trading time frame. See, hey, look, we started the retracement already. So I'm gonna say we're going to retrace to about 73 bucks. Unless there's a level before that that's back here. Yeah, about 70 bucks. We're gonna retrace to about 370-ish before it continues down to about 360. Y'all can go back in the previous videos, man. Y'all know I've been calling it like a mug. Y'all can act like this ain't the channel. But you're gonna know soon enough that I'm giving y'all all the fire. So this is going to retrace a tad to about 370-ish before it continues down to about 360. So that's why I put time on my contract, because you got to count the weekends. Saturday and Sunday counts in your expiration days. So that's why I gave myself 15 days. I'm expecting a retracement that may take a day or two. And I'm gonna say by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna be done to profit on something. But if y'all tapped in and you got the notification bell on, y'all know what's going on. Y'all be well informed. So expect retracement Monday, because this is a gap down. So it's going to probably try to test this level here that it gap through. So I'm gonna say about 370-ish before it continues down. So it's going to show some strength Monday in this weakness. It's definitely going to show some strength. So don't be shook out of your play, because you see here on the daily, we have downwards momentum. So don't get shook out. And look, on the weekly, the downwards momentum just starting. So we got it's going down. It's going down. Yo, it's just starting on here. Look, so it's definitely going down. We might see 340 soon, yo. We might see 340 soon. It don't matter, because it's the beauty of options trading. We making money as stocks go down, up. It don't matter. It's Cheef and Chart, man. It's your man Don Bucks. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and the notification bell in the description. Grab the courses back on sale for only 50 bucks versus $9.97. Limited supply. So make sure you grab yours. And I'll see y'all Sunday. And always remember, there's no competition. It's you versus you. Peace.